Mike Perlman here for Techno Buffalo, and you may be asking yourself what I'm doing in a dark garage with my iPhone, a MacBook Pro, and the new Nikon Coolpix S1200pj. Find out the answer to that question and more after the break made by everyone's favorite Canuck, John Q. Welcome to my review of the Nikon Coolpix S1200pj. This is Nikon's third projector cam, if you can believe it. The first was the S1000pj, last year's was the S11000pj, and this is Nikon's new S1200pj. I will tell you, it is the most powerful projector cam in Nikon's fleet, but it has some awesome new features that the previous models lacked. Let's talk about price. You can order the S1200pj online for $429.99. That is an $80 boost from last year's S1100pj. But I'm going to tell you why. This camera ships with this magical cable. Magical jumble of cables that actually connects to your iPhone and allows you to project whatever's on your iPhone as far as pictures and videos. Now, before we delve into the projector goodness of the S1200pj, let's talk about image quality, because a camera is useless without the ability to take decent pictures. Overall, this camera has mediocre image quality. Many of the pictures exhibited purple fringing as well as vignetting around the corners of the pictures, and that's primarily due to the lens. The S1200pj has a 14 megapixel 1/2.3 inch sensor. And that's a lot of megapixels to be cramming on one tiny sensor. Because of that, low light took a hit, as well as last year. In fact, Nikon did not even alter one bit of the imaging engine inside the Coolpix S1200 compared to last year. So it's identical image quality that I experienced with the 1100 last year on the 1200. Same 5x optical zoom Mediocre lens and a fairly limiting f3.9 aperture base. This camera captures 720p video at 30 frames per second, and I have to be honest, it rivaled certain smartphones when it came to its quality. The one good thing about this camera was its stereo audio pickup. It has great audio. If you're going to use it primarily for projector's sake, it's fine. If you're going to post to Facebook, the pictures are fine. You could still get some good macro shots out of this camera. However, you're not going to want to throw them in a gallery. Although Nikon didn't change anything as far as the imaging engine of this camera, the projector has undergone some major changes. We have a boost from 14 lumens to 20 lumens on this projector. We also have individual RGB lights, LED lights, as opposed to one single white LED. The spread has also been boosted to 60 inches compared to last year's 47 inches, and the throw has been boosted to 10 feet compared to last year's 7 feet. With that said, the Nikon Coolpix S1200pj is definitely Nikon's best projector cam to date. In fact, I'd venture to say that it's a better projector than it is a camera. As well as iPhone, this camera supports iPad and iPod devices. It comes with this handy Belkin cable configuration here. It has a splitter. One end goes to the S1200pj, plugs right into this jack, and this is an optional charging end as well. So you can charge your phone while you're showing. Now, you can only show pictures from your gallery after setting a slideshow here. So you have to start slideshow, and then it begins like so. Now let's move on to the computer. If you have a Mac or Windows PC with relatively nice specs, then this camera will project whatever is on your desktop on the big screen.
What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Holds up the goal of the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
Real American. Techno Buffalo, the best website on the planet and in the solar system, the intergalactic solar system. And in order to view all the videos and pictures that you've taken with the S1200pj, all you have to do is slide the new projector latch down, and it's Coolpix time. In addition to the various improvements Nikon made to the S1200pj's projector, they also improved the design, giving it this nice latch that covers the projector lens, keeping it safe. Also, they simplified the focusing dial here for the projector. Pretty awesome setup, isn't it? Now, one of the good things about the Coolpix S1200pj is that it has a built-in tilt stand on the bottom to prop it up for a good viewing angle. So if you're ever in, say, a garage and you have a bucket, you need to prop it up a little bit, the tilt stand is your man. But one crucial thing that Nikon did was axe the touchscreen LCD, which was exceedingly sluggish last year. I'm really glad they got rid of it because the firmware now is so much quicker on this camera. I was able to rifle through a lot of the menu selections. Let's also talk about shooting features. The Nikon Coolpix S1200pj is very light on them. This thing does not allow you to adjust the shutter or aperture, only in select scene modes, and the camera kind of dictates the values for that. The S1200pj, like last year's S1100pj, has autofocus. It doesn't have manual focus, but the autofocus worked fairly well. It has a bunch of different flash modes. It has some fun modes as well too, a great selective color mode. Overall, the Nikon Coolpix S1200pj is a blast of a camera. It does something that no other compact is capable of doing. For $130, it's kind of hard to justify, but if you look at it as a pocket projector that has the ability to take pictures and videos, it's a pretty awesome device. Nikon just needs to work on the image quality of this camera, and then I think they've got an A1 top-notch camera. For even more on the Nikon Coolpix S1200pj, go to my full review on technobuffalo.com for oodles of image samples and video samples. I'm Mike Perlman for Techno Buffalo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Time to get back to Hulkamania. I'm a real American.